welcome back to my channel. So today's video, we're finally going to be doing the how to get an A in biology video. Now, if you had saw my my frequently asked questions video where I answered that I was going to be doing this video, but I wasn't going to call it how to get an A in biology. I figured that the reason why I didn't do as amazing in Bio 20 A and B was because my techniques for studying for bio wasn't just there just yet, and then once I got to 20C and then I got to genetics and biochemistry, I kind of nailed down the system. So I'm going to be teaching you guys in this video what I did in those classes. But as I was sitting down and writing kind of my script and what I wanted to say in this video, I realized that a lot of the tips I'm going to be giving you guys I've already said in a bunch of previous videos. Just so you guys know that I'm not trying to BS anyone. I tend to do this on my channels sometimes when I feel like I should. So I will be putting up my transcripts for all my biology classes that I've taken. Let's get on to the video. So the first thing I do when preparing to study for any bio test is I make my study schedule. So I will link a video down below and I will post one right up here so you can click on it. My study schedules basically allow me to plan out my studying so I don't leave all of it for the day before the test. My bio classes usually contain lectures, and I've been noticing a lot of my study guides are based off of my lecture notes. So usually each midterm contains about 9 to 8 lectures depending on how quickly we're going through the class. And I can usually personally do about 2 lectures a day. So knowing that, I need about 4 days to be able to do all the lectures. Now, I consider that life happens, things change, and so I usually give myself an extra day. So I will give myself about 5 days to complete all these lectures. I just want to get all the information I'll possibly need to know into my study guides and rewrite my notes. I like to save the day before the test to be completely review. If I can do review problems, practice problems, whatever. So now let's get into the more detailed part of actually making your study guides from your lecture notes or from the chapter notes or whatever it may be. I have a bunch of videos on how I make a study guide, but I did find one of my old biochemistry study guides somewhere. I don't even know where I found this. I think I found it in a drawer. And I'm just looking at this and I'm like, wow, my handwriting was really neat, because my study guides for my upper division classes, there's just so much more information. They do not look this neat. So how I make my study guides is pretty much the same way I mentioned in my video. I do a bullet point for the subject and arrows and dashes for more fine details. What I did was I have proteins, and then the functions of proteins, the structures of proteins, and amino acids of proteins. And all those really just relate to proteins, which is the topic, which is the bullet point. And then also what I did was these little dashed lines for more finite detail about the functions of protein. At the bottom, I drew a lovely little diagram / picture. In biology, I cannot stress enough how crucial it is to draw pictures, because pictures will save you in the long run. I do have a video called How to Study Smart, my universal tip, which I will link right here, and I will link down below. God, I feel like a used car salesman. Drawing out the diagrams is going to help your memory so much, because in biology it is very, very dense in mechanisms, diagrams, pictures. You're going to have to even know like what the cell contents look like, the mitochondria, the Golgi apparatus. I was like, there's no way I'm going to draw out every single one of those structures. I did it. Okay, so now it's the day before the test, and what I recommend is taking out all your study guides and literally sitting down and reading them very, very carefully and thoroughly. And so what I do is I sit in like the library most of the time and I read over it, and every time I get to a diagram or mechanism, I flip over my study guide and then I take out another piece of paper and I see if I'm able to draw it. And if I am, then I kind of move on. But if I kind of struggle with it, I keep drawing and drawing and drawing it until I own it, until I know it like the back of my hand. Teaching people, as I've said in a bunch of my videos, is the best study tool. If you can teach something, then you know it really, really well. And so by teaching people, it's kind of that repetition. You're constantly talking about it. You're constantly teaching people, other people about it. And so it's really just going to solidify that information in your head. So when it comes to the test, it's almost like you're teaching the test the information. Like, you want to know about the Krebs cycle? I will tell you about the Krebs cycle. So that's it for my video. I know I'm guessing you guys expected a lot more content in this video, but I didn't want to BS any of you and make up some stuff to make this video a little more exciting, because Honestly, everything I've taught you guys on my channel thus far in some of my videos is really what I did for my biology classes. I will be showing you guys the transcripts of all the bio classes that I've taken, and so let me know if there's any video in particular that you would like me to do maybe specifically on. I can try to do a video maybe more content-based, like my how to get an A in chemistry video. I could do that for, you know, more specific bio classes that I've taken, so let me know if that's something you're interested in. But as for just how I got an A in biology classes thus far, this is it. That's it for my video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will talk to you guys in my next. Bye!